Dear Fern, I'm writing to you about my 19-year-old daughter. She is dating this guy who's a real creep. He's cheated on her twice, once with her best friend, the second time with his own cousin. He doesn't have a job, he owns pit bulls, and not because he's particularly fond of dogs, and he uses his sleeve as a tissue. Both my husband and I told Roxy that he is not the right guy for her, but she won't listen. In fact, she's threatening to move to a different city just so they can be together. What should we do? Sincerely, how can my daughter be so blind? Dear, isn't it amazing what lust will do to a person? Yikes, this guy does sound bad, especially the part about him wiping his nose on his sleeve. And I can empathize, for I too have a daughter, one who is as headstrong as yours. The problem is, daughter or no daughter, sometimes life doesn't provide us with the best options. Consider this example. A couple years ago, while skiing down the slopes out in Whistler, I blew out my knee. 7 months of living hell later, as I was getting prepped for surgery, the doctor asked, "So Fern, have you decided whether you'd like a general or a local anesthetic?" Having never gone under the knife before, I didn't know how to answer. "What's the difference, doc?" "With the general anesthetic, we put you to sleep. You will feel absolutely nothing and it's as easy as pie. With the local, we simply freeze your lower half. That way you can watch if you want." I knew there had to be more. "And?" A bit of a wise guy, the doctor replied, "Well, with the general anesthetic, when we put you to sleep, you might never wake up. And with the local, there's always the possibility that after we freeze your lower half, it may stay that way." "You mean I could end up dead or a vegetable?" "Maybe dead, yes, but not quite a vegetable. You just never walk again." He gave my good leg a comforting pat. "So which is it?" Honestly, I wanted to run out of there as far and as fast as my gimpy leg could carry me. But therein lay the problem. My damn knee needed to be fixed. See, sometimes in life, you have no control. In your situation, you want Roxy to choose a boyfriend who is ambitious, smart, thoughtful, and kind. Instead, she's chosen to date this Michael Vick-esque miscreant. If you've already expressed your concerns about the guy and she still won't leave him, then you will just have to step back and see what happens. She is an adult, after all. Yes, you're going to have to let her learn the hard way. Now, she may, and probably will, end up waist deep in elephant dung, a single mother who's emotionally scarred for the rest of her life, but hopefully she'll come to her senses sooner rather than later, sooner being before Pistol Pete has her turning tricks on the street corner to pay the rent. There is one last way, though, that you may be able to get her to leave him. See, whenever I want my daughter to do something, I simply suggest that she do the exact opposite. It seems that her desire to contradict and spite me as her mother is so strong that she ends up doing what I'd intended she do in the first place. So if you mention to Roxy how much you like Dinky Dan, then maybe she'll get rid of him herself. Let me know how it all works out. I'm about 4 years behind you, likely on track to suffer the exact same fate.